Hello again, Sci Fi Gangsters. Today's topic, let's talk about a little bit about the Star Trek Beyond trailer. Let's be civil. Let's be nice, okay?
I'm not making any promises.
I think we all didn't like it. I know I didn't really like it a lot. I know some of us didn't like it more than others. Does that make any sense? But anyways, we're going to talk about the Star Trek Beyond trailer. First, let's talk about what we did like. Curveball. What did we actually like from the Star Trek trailer? I'll go first. I enjoyed the back and forth between, well, there wasn't really a back and forth.
There was just one.
There was just one. I enjoyed the Bones joke about, at least I'm not dying alone, and then Spock gets beamed up, and he's like, oh, you know, typical. That was funny. I thought it kind of captured Star Trek a little bit, captured the characters pretty well. So that's one thing I actually did like about it. What, Adam, why don't you go ahead and tell me something you actually did like from the Star Trek trailer?
I'll give you that. I can say I like that part. I guess some of the more action stuff of it, I did like the double little transport there at the end.
Okay.
You know, where they slap hands and say, you know, we'll never do this again. That was kind of
fair enough.
That was kind of cool, I guess. I don't know how that all fits in, but I guess that was really the only thing I really cared for about the trailer.
We'll go back around to you. We'll go back around to you. What is one thing you actually did like from the Star Trek Beyond trailer?
The line with Bones is literally
is
the only thing I didn't hate.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even like it.
It was okay.
I liked it.
It was okay.
I'll go ahead and say I liked it. What is one thing that you actually...
The line with Bones was the only thing I didn't hate. I will say that I just love Carl Urban as Bones. You know, not as much as I love DeForest Kelly as Bones. But, you know, he's doing a great job at bringing that character.
I think he's one of the stronger ones. I think Zachary Quinto is pretty good. Yep. That's
he's okay. I don't like what he's doing his character.
Yeah, but that's not his fault, though.
Yeah, that's not his fault.
So what is one thing that you... Okay. What did you not like about the trailer? Go ahead.
Well, the song choice says it all, really, if you think about it. When you throw in BC Boy Sabotage into a Star Trek trailer, that's not good. I'm really not excited about...
I like the notes. That's
Thank
good.
you. Yeah.
You're prepared ahead of time. I like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I hate remembering all this stuff.
I hate remembering.
I'm really not excited about Justin Lin directing this thing.
Oh, man.
I mean, he did all the Fast and Furious movies, so all we're basically going to see is explosions and boobs, you know.
And people,
instead
of a car, there's a person jumping on.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just saw that in the Fast and Furious.
It's just, so, I mean, it's really not going to be...
That was pretty similar to the Fast and Furious trailer.
One trick pony on our hands.
But as far as those two things go, I really didn't have a whole lot of time to research. I mean, there's not a lot that I could.
We'll come back to you. We'll let you think about it. Talk about the trailer. What did you not like about it?
I mean, it's Fast and Furious in space.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the trailer they gave us. And that's not what Star Trek is. It's not what it should be. The weird thing is the song choice. When I first saw the trailer for the remake, the first Star Trek, I was kind of excited by seeing the cargo. I was like, that's kind of a cool way to take it.
Yeah.
But then they just kept going with it and took it overboard and everything. And I mean, I don't know why they chose that song again. I guess they're throwing back to the fact that it's kind of getting reckless again, like Kirk was as a youth. But it's not Star Trek. The trailer they gave it in any way, shape, or form is not Star Trek.
Should we accept that it's not Star Trek, though? Should we be okay? Should we get over our Star Trek fandom and just jump on board with this new Star Trek?
Because it's not fair to the fans of Star Trek.
Okay.
They deserve a Star Trek movie every once in a while because they're fans. You shouldn't make a Star Trek movie for everybody else that doesn't like Star Trek.
Yeah, so what my opinion of the original remake and then Into Darkness was, I thought any Star Trek was better than no Star Trek.
Okay.
So I was such a fan that I accepted that being okay. Like, it wasn't traditional Star Trek, but it was better than nothing.
Right.
But the way this new one looks, I'd rather have nothing.
It sure does seem like that. You know, I thought the first Star Trek was pretty good. It had some great parts in it. I thought the opening scene in the first Star Trek movie was solid, you know. I thought some of the characters were up and down.
They're just so one-dimensional. That's the problem. They make all the characters one-dimensional in the movies.
Let's talk about the trailer. What did you not like about the trailer?
we didn't see one plot element to the story.
Yeah,
We didn't
that's
see
true.
one thing about the story. Like, you couldn't. I think that they're going to come out with another trailer that's going to focus more on the plot and hopefully ease some people's feelings. Simon Pegg wrote it. Maybe he's learned from Edgar Wright, and maybe it'll be cool, like an Edgar Wright movie. But
Yeah, all I got out of the trailer was survival mode. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was what? No ship.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh
nothing.
yeah, by the way, Enterprise is destroyed
Yeah,
from the
Enterprise
very
is
beginning, so
destroyed,
we
yeah.
already gave away that Enterprise is gone, so they're not
Yeah.
on the Enterprise anymore.
No.
So I guess they're on a planet. There's a female character that Kirk is most likely going to bang. I mean,
Probably,
so
yeah.
no, they're going to switch it up. And
No, they're gonna bang.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
So I mean, it just when I saw the trailer, I was like, man, they took. So what happened was you got Star Trek, and then Into Darkness kind of upped up the adrenaline a little bit, and then now it seems like we're gonna do it again. This is gonna be bolder and bigger, And I feel like the people who are making these movies now, the powers that be, I feel like they saw one episode of Star Trek, the original series, and it's like, I know all these characters. Let's go. Kirk loves to break the rules and bang things.
Do you think the people who greenlit this movie actually even watched it?
I don't know.
No, there's no way.
I don't know.
I feel like the movies have always had more action than, like you said, First Contact. Like, that was a good movie. It had a lot of action.
I think
But they're taking
Star
it
Trek
for Star
too
Trek,
far
yeah.
in that
I
direction.
don't mind action in
I
a
went
Star
away
Trek
from-
movie, but
yeah.
if you go, I mean, like I said, you're taking it, or like you said, they're taking it way too far.
Yeah.
the motorcycle thing. Oh my god, the motorcycle. Is that
Okay.
Kirk on the motorcycle? What is going on with that? Well, why is he on a motor? Why do they have motorcycles in the first place? I don't know. But,
Who okayed this director? Like, who thought in a million years? There's so many
well, they
people.
had a director. What happened was they had a director. I don't remember who it was. Who was it? They had a director, but for whatever reason, they forced him out, and they got an even worse director.
It's going to be like the Edgar Wright Ant-Man we
Just
never saw. I'm just wondering how
Yeah.
it was going to be.
So there's a lot that I didn't like in the trailer. I didn't like the Sabotage song.
No.
I didn't like how it was just Fast and
Yeah.
Furious in space.
Mhm.
I didn't like how it seems like they're just taking Kirk and they're turning him into some crazy character. I don't know what they're doing with Kirk.
Well, I mean, they're just taking one side. I mean, Kirk was all those things, but they're taking one side of it.
Yeah.
And that they're just making, that's all he is.
Mhm.
Same way they did with Bones and Spock.
I'm wondering, are we okay? Do we feel that maybe this trailer was just kind of a mixed direction, trying to get the non-Star Trek fans on board? Maybe they were trying to. They came out during the same time that Star Wars came out, so maybe they were trying to kind of get people.
So Simon Pegg and the director have both said that the trailer was extreme.
Okay.
I guess the director didn't cut the trailer. I guess the studio cut it.
Okay.
So they both said it was extreme example of what's in the movie. And Simon Pegg said there is actually Star Trek stuff. I mean, the heart of Star Trek is in the movie.
Is there backlash right now? I haven't really heard a lot.
Everyone hates the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, the trailer's
Everyone
good.
hates the trailer.
Everyone
Yeah.
does.
So,
I read a bunch of YouTube comments and stuff when I was looking at it. And it's
Mhm.
nothing. There's not one good thing.
Yeah.
Down. I'd read about
It's from
200
YouTube
down.
commenters. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Usually one
part of-
person has
part of
something
the
good to say, but nothing. I saw nothing.
So let's hope maybe it won't be as bad. Maybe this was kind of just a mixed direction. Maybe it's going to be a complete. Maybe they'll go back in time and get Wells, is what I'm trying to say, and then they'll save it all. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch in theaters regardless. So I guess
Yeah,
I know they're gonna
me
get my
too.
money.
I know it's Star Trek. We're going to be there. But yeah, so this is the point of the video where I say like and subscribe. What do you guys think? Comment and tell us what you think. Even if you dislike this and then underneath say this is the worst webcast I've ever heard in my life, I'm all on board. Do it.
I'll reply to that comment.
Yeah.
So yeah.